On me, that's when I know that we're ready. Awesome. So, up on the screen, we talked about this a little bit when we first started talking about art and the Middle Ages. Who can tell me what that is an example of?
A symbol.
Well, a symbol?
Of a kingdom.
Yeah, a symbol of a kingdom. What's the name for that symbol of a kingdom? If you don't remember, that's okay. That's why we're going to talk about it. Coat of arms. Does that sound familiar?
Yes.
Remember how we said that a long, long time ago, back in the Middle Ages, they didn't know how to read and write, right? So, if they had a name tag, would that help them out?
No.
No, because nobody could read it, right? So, they had kind of like a picture name tag, which was a coat of arms. So, if you see here in the middle, there's a shield shape, right? And then there's different symbols inside of it. Different kingdoms would have different symbols inside their shield to show that that was their kingdom. Almost like how different countries have different flags, kind of the same thing. So what you guys are going to be doing today, you are going to pretend that you are a king or a queen of your own kingdom. And you are going to start, today's going to be our sloppy copy, and you're going to make a sloppy copy for a coat of arms, if you were a king or a queen. Okay? So I'm going to show you exactly what we're going to do. There's a few steps, but it's super, super easy. What you're going to do first, everybody's going to get a sheet. Guys, go ahead and get the sheets that are on the middle of your table. Do not write on them yet. Right now we're just looking at them, okay? Everybody's going to get a sheet with a shield. Actually, when you have your shield, show me Mona Lisa, and I know you're ready. Yes?
I don't have a shield. We have an extra.
Here you go. So, show me Mona Lisa when you're ready, please. Alright, so, everybody's got a blank shield. What you're going to do, step one, is up here, you're going to pick one of these shield designs. And you're going to put that onto the shield, so you don't have to yet. Let me make it a little bigger so you can see it. So, there's 4 different designs. If you were going to use this one, how many symbols would you have? 2. At least 2, right? This one you might have 3, and this one you could either have 3 or 4. If you really like this design, but you don't want to have 4 symbols, one of these could just be a color instead. Okay? So, that's step 1. You're going to choose one of these. Step 2 is, just like the coat of arms that we looked at had symbols, you're going to think about symbols that could represent you. They could be a football. They could be a music note. It could be a basketball. It could be a Minecraft character. Whatever. I'm going to show you my example, okay? So this is an example that I made. And I didn't color it yet. But it has, so you can see that I used the one that had 3 different spots for symbols, right? So this is a paintbrush, because I'm an artist and an art teacher, right? And I really like stars. This, my wife's favorite animal is squirrels. She's addicted to squirrels. So I put a squirrel to represent my wife. And then this is a book because I love to read. Like when I go home every night before I go to bed, I read. So those are some symbols that kind of represent me. Later, after, when you work on your final copy, you're going to add a crown, but you don't have to worry about that now. Okay? So, first step. You're going to pick one of the 4 shield designs that I put up. Okay? Second step, you're going to put some symbols in your shield. Okay? If you picked one that just had the big line with 2 big spots, does that mean you can only have 2 symbols?
No.
No. If you want to put a bunch of symbols, you can. Also, up top, there are some symbols on top of your shield paper. Those are just ideas. You do not have to use any of those. Okay? And like one of them is like a unicorn. You don't have to draw your unicorn to look like this. Those are just ideas to help you. If it's a very beautiful unicorn and you want to draw it just like that, you may. But, like, there's also like a spider. You don't have to draw a spider if you hate spiders. Those are just ideas, okay? So, Show me Mona Lisa, please. Any questions about what we're doing so far? Yes. Good. What's up? If you wanted to draw one of these symbols, you could, yeah. Just make that as one of your symbols. Does that answer your question? Yeah.
Can you write letters?
If you want to do like one letter for like your initial, you could, but I don't want you to like write your name or anything like that because. Oh, at the top of the paper, yes, write your name, but not as your name is one of the symbols. Yes, sir. Thanks for raising your hand.
Just to let you know that my uncle, he's good at flying dragons, and I really like to
Awesome, me too. So maybe you could put a dragon as one of your symbols. Guys, we're not ready yet. I'm not sure why we're talking. Yes, miss. Can you give it to a friend, like when you're all done? Maybe if you want to, when you get your artwork back. Okay, so I'm going to put the... Show me Mona Lisa, please. I'm going to put the 4 shield designs up first, and let you guys draw that. And then I'll put up the steps that we just talked about, okay? The book, because I like to read a lot. Alright, so, put your name on the top. Go ahead and get started. And I'm going to turn the lights on in 3, 2, and 1. Yes. You know, this is our sloppy part. It doesn't have to be perfect. I bet New Kid has a name, right? Ayub, right? Yeah. So instead of hey new kid, what could you say? Hey, I forget your name. What's your name? Yeah. So what symbols do you think you're gonna put? No, now so that's your design, so now you're gonna put symbols in each of those blank spaces. You're gonna put a wizard? Why do you like wizards? Clash of Clans, cool. How are we doing this? Yes, this is just a sloppy copy. When you are all done drawing, you may color pencils. Everybody have their shield design figured out? Alright, so I'm going to show you, put these steps up so you guys can see the steps that I just talked about.
Jackson, what do you think I'm going to do first? This is right here. And I'm going to yeah.
So, there you go. And don't forget.
What do you think? I'm going to do
Okay, that's the fun part of the project. Yes.
What do you think, Jackson? What do you think of my try?
Good copy off. Rose. Do your best.
I don't know how to do
Alright.
it.
Come over here, I'll show you. Okay, easy way to draw a rose. Start with the heart. Make a swirl. Make that line go like that. And then make how a rose has like the little part in the middle and then all the petals around it. So then you're just going to keep drawing the petals around. Like little half circles or half hearts. And then connect that. Okay. When you have it all drawn, guys, step number 5, you're going to color your coat of arms, your symbols, and the shield behind them with, it says crayon or color pencil. I'm going to have you guys do it with color pencil. And then This will be your sloppy copy. Make sure the brighter colors you have, the cooler it'll look. We're going to paint these when they're all done, our final copy. And it'll look really, really cool. Okay? Yes, you can. Put that one. What? Oh, the colored pencils and the what do you think could be creative? It's in your hand that sometimes you use to create. Or a paintbrush, or crayon, or sometimes like a lightning bulb is like an idea. Like when people have an idea in a cartoon, the lightning bulb goes off. You do that Actually, light bulb, think about it.
Okay,
Try your best.
I made
Circles,
a
right over on the corner. What? Over there, underneath the extra art spot, there are some books. I think there's a how to draw. Oh, you can just make that area for all two. Yes. And make a paintbrush. How about, let's go get a paintbrush and look at the shapes. Okay? Alright.
I made a
So, what shape is that?
I'm not good at them. I'm good at my
And guys, you do not have to draw a paintbrush or a squirrel like I did. I want your symbols to be about you. Is that Minecraft? You're ready for battle. You know what you can do? You have all this room. Why don't you make your symbols and make your horns bigger? And you don't have to use those symbols, remember? You can make your own. Just, I want you to try and do your best. He did this. He did his like this. Just use rectangles to draw your person. How do you do love? You could do a heart. So remember, like we've done symbols, right? Like in first grade we talked about symbols. Like instead of writing the word love, what did you use for a symbol of love? A heart or
peace.
Maybe a peace sign or a flower. You want to draw an eye? Could be like look at things.
Why'd you call him Mr. U?
Like art.
His name is a new. Right there, right there. I was right there. Inside the TNT. Look what I'm doing inside the TNT. I don't know you.
You don't have to, but those are just the shield shapes that I gave you are ones that they actually use. Yeah. There's actually about 20 different ones, but that would be too many choices, so that's why I picked 4 now. Okay. You like to do archery? Awesome. So you can do a bow and an arrow, or just an arrow. Is that what you did right there? Awesome. Very cool. Nice writing, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to clean up in about 5 minutes. You're doing good, you're doing fine. I love the ideas that you guys have. Oh, you want to color behind. What color do you want? You want it to be super colorful. Is the TNT a Minecraft thing? Yeah. Noob. Why are you drawing noob?
We're just looking.
Are you the destructive kingdom? Okay. Okay. Well, if the Hawthorne goes kaboom, I know who to talk to.
You. Don't make them diamond.
Me too. is almost invisible. You can go sharpen the pencil. Pencil sharpener is right there next to my desk. You can make any on this side, but you can make
How much time is it?
15 minutes.
Okay, that's good. Good.
You want me to turn it off? You sure?